When I perform close-up magic for people, there's a real sense for me of privilege. It's a real privilege to do magic for people, particularly close-up. I mean, stage magicians are far away. As close-up magicians, as people who perform and are very intimate with people when we perform, we're front row center. We're in the epicenter. We get to see their response to what we do. We live in the day of an age called information, the age of information, where we know everything, right? We know everything. Just Google this or that, and we know it all. So it's really interesting when we can find ourselves or drop into a situation, and all of a sudden we're there, we're touching people, we're doing things with their own objects right there, we're 2 feet away from them, and we get to watch them, we get to witness as they come face to face with the mysterious. In this day and age where we know everything, face to face, where their nose comes pushed up right against the impossible, the inexplicable, the rational mind's inexplicable. And for me, there's a real privilege in that. We get a unique perspective on the human condition, on human beings. Humans in different situations responding dramatically reveal different aspects of humanity and of themselves.
Magic, I think, is both an experience and a memory. Because it's something that happens in a time and place, and is at some point a present experience. But I think it lives on. It has more quantity in a sense, more weight, as a memory of the experience. And I think the most effective magic perhaps ultimately plays towards the memory processes and functions of the human, rather than just catering, nay, pandering to the immediate moment and the first-hand experience.
When I perform magic, when I share it with people, I try to be more than ever, I try to not be goalful. I try to be goalless. I don't want to get too focused on freaking them out, full stop, or just entertaining them, full stop, or getting to those 2 new things I want to break in, full stop. I have that sort of on the edge, but when I'm with people, I try to be with them, you know? Now, the thing about being goalless when you're performing for people and sharing stuff is the show, you don't know how it's going to go. You don't know where it's going to go, especially close up. You might get through an effect or 2, and then you and the audience go off somewhere else. You riff something, they riff something back. Now, I love it when people start throwing stuff in. Yes, it can chop up your timing on getting to the effect. It can do that. But it opens so many things up, and people all of a sudden are really relating, really connecting, really investing.
Is there real magic? It's such a queer question. Because, of course, it immediately sets up a distinction, at least twofold, between apparent magic, or magic we do, or magician's magic, or whatever, and real magic. So you got 2 kinds of magic. And the one kind is trying to perfectly mimic some other kind. Like, real magic isn't trying to mimic. I don't think we think of it in that. But the magic we do then is kind of an echo or a mimic of this other. Does this other even exist? And if it doesn't exist, then we're trying to mimic or echo something that doesn't exist, which is kind of odd. So it seems to me at the very least real magic exists as an idea, as a feeling maybe, as an image, as a dream. Magic is a seduction into an intimacy, a hyper-intimacy that suddenly turns into hyper-awareness of your lack of understanding. So to go from something that is so enticing and seemingly so trustworthy that you lay down yourself to it, and the next moment you're disoriented, to have that sudden combination of seduction right to disorientation, that's some powerful stuff.